how's it going everybody? Hoxo Senpai here. A couple of weeks ago, Payday 2 went free for a while, so of course that attracted a lot of new players to the game, and as somebody who has wasted more than 1,000 hours playing the game, I thought it'd be cool to make a video on the best way to start up playing Payday. The very first thing you should do before you even start up the game is to join the Payday 2 community group. This will give you access to free weapons, characters, and even heists, so yeah, not reason not to do it. Second thing I recommend you to do is to, when you launch the game, of course, to complete the basics. They are accessed by going into CrimeNet, and once you're there you will find them in the left part of the interface. You can't really miss them. Doing the basics will do just that. They will teach you combat and stealth basics while rewarding you with some XP, some money, and a couple of card drops. Now honestly, I don't really recommend low levels to do stealth until they're like level 100 and you got all the skills that you need, but if you really want to, then just go ahead, man, I guess. Anyway, right after you're done with that, you should definitely start working your way up to Inspire. Why?
Because it's the best goddamn skill in the game, period.
In public lobbies, being able to revive your idiot teammates that just go out in the open to try to kill everything and they get killed instead, it will be one of your greatest assets to have. So yeah, don't forget to start working your way up a perk deck as well. The two perk decks you want for sure are Armor and Rogue, since they are very straightforward and easy to understand. They also introduce you to the two main ways you play Payday: Dodge and Armor. For most players, I'd recommend learning Armor first because of how simple it is, and then trying out Dodge. However, you should definitely try to learn both playstyles. I'll link some starting up builds in the description below, both for Dodge and Armor. After you're done with that, try replacing your starting primary with the AK rifle. It's a really solid primary, which you won't really need to replace ever if you don't want to. But of course, I recommend you try out all the weapons in the game, whenever you get the cash to do so at least. Also, try replacing your Shimano 88 with a 5.7 pistol. Maybe purchasing the Interceptor or the Shimano Custom while you work your way up to the 5.7. But of course, you need to get money first, and that means getting down and dirty with the cops. I suggest you throw normal, hard, and very hard difficulties out the window and just jump straight into overkill. You might get your ass kicked, the first couple times, but some ass whooping is necessary in order to improve as a player. Only if you're like new to shooters or you just bought a gaming PC and you're getting used to, keyboard and mouse, would I recommend playing on anything less than overkill. And at the other end of the spectrum, until you master overkill, don't even think about mayhem, death wish, and certainly not one down. Okay, it's too difficult for new players to pull off, so just don't do it. In the rare cases that you don't get kicked out of lobbies, you'll most likely just bring the team down. So yeah, just leave Death Wish for when you start going in Infamous and you got at least 50 hours in the game. One down, just leave that for later, man. Alright, so you're ready to roll. Do you join someone else's game or do you host your own? Well, that's your preference. If CrimeNet isn't giving you overkill contracts, then try joining one. But I'm the kind of guy that likes calling the shots, and that's why I'll always host. Don't, however, spend money, offshore money, on buying contracts unless you're absolutely 100% that you will never ever go Infamous. Just leave your offshore money alone. You'll need to pay a quota every time you gain infamy, and if you gamble it away or spend it on contracts, you will never have enough to do so. And my fucking dog is barking a lot, and hopefully you guys are not able to hear it, but holy shit. Anyway, let's say you managed to find a game. Everybody's ready to rock and roll, you're now pre-planning, and before you check the ready box, make sure you got the weapons, equipment, armor, and throwables that you want. Make sure you look at what your teammates are bringing as well. Since you probably won't have any type of ace equipment, just bring whatever your team has least. Ammo bags or medic bags. Look at the assets and decide which ones will be beneficial for the team. If you already got 2 doctor bags, then buying an additional one might not be the best idea, especially if it's a short heist. Now, there are many different heists in Payday, and they each develop different problems and situations. The game is just too complex for me to try to explain how to react on every single one of these. However, There's two principles that you can always have in mind, and they'll always guarantee you succeed more in Payday. The first is play objectively. Always make sure the heist is progressing. The less time you spend on a heist, the more likely you are to succeed. And second, try to coordinate with your team as much as you can. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. The better the teamwork, the easier a heist will be to complete. And last but not least, make friends. Payday is all about having a good time with your mates. It might be obvious, but I still have the need to say it. If you have fun with somebody in a public lobby, if you see they know a lot of the game or they're just pretty good at it, add them. Play with them. Payday 2 is a lot more fun with friends, man. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I got to say about starting up in Payday. If you made it this far, consider checking out my channel. I got a lot of Payday related content, but some other fun stuff as well. I'll be making more helpful videos in the future, so definitely subscribe if you are looking for more content like that. And that's it. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.